Hello, Pisces collection. Let's go, Pisces collection. This is a general reading. Olay. Oh, let's start off with the devil. Then we got Judgment in reverse. Okay, Pisces. 8 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Cups. Alright, let me show you this devil. Looks like, the grandfather of time. Maybe you're starting to see how your life, starting to play out a little bit. You're kind of like, I'm becoming a lot more wiser. I'm being able to become more in touch with my dark side. Maybe I'm able to sometimes be able to put myself first, when I need to. It is accompanied with the Judgment in reverse and the 8 of Wands in reverse. So you could be judging, you could be jealous, judging, of someone else's fruitfulness, right? Or someone else's ritual practices. You can kind of be like, well, why aren't they doing this? Why are they instead doing this? And you're like, why? Because if they actually did this, then that would mean this, right? And you're kind of like, what the heck? This doesn't make sense, right? And you're like, I'm giving them all the pointers. This could be in a job. You're like, what? Why am I not getting that promotion? I'm doing everything I need to with this 8 of Wands, But maybe your boss is feeling like, well, they're just doing this right now because they want a promotion. But are they going to do it tomorrow and next week after they get that raise? I don't know. All right? And I think your goal, then we got the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, right? This is like, you want that perfect partner. You want that perfect life, You want your cake and you want to eat it too. And you're like, well, why aren't they doing this for me? I'm kind of judging them because if they were to choose me, for this promotion, then we could live this life. I could be living this life. If my business partner were to trust me a little bit more with another side of the business, then I think we would be a lot more fruitful. Would be able to enjoy. Pisces. We see you have the vision. And it's looking good. It's looking fruitful. All right? It's looking fruitful. Okay. Now, let's see. What else? What do we need? What does Pisces need? Right? Ahoy! This is the Hanged Man. Alright, a different perspective. He is in reverse, right? So if anything, he's upright, but he's still upside down. I think this is like your playful energy, That innocence, the charm. Maybe you're not coming across the way you want to, or that you think you are. Oh, you're like, but I'm doing everything right. And it's like, well, take a look at yourself from a different point of view. Then there's the Hierophant upside down. And then maybe when you do look at yourself, Pisces, you're kind of like, well, I see my power, but I need these keys. See the keys right there for the Hierophant? I'm missing the keys to unlock the power all the time that I want to unlock it. Because maybe you're able to unlock it at particular times. You're like, oh, I can see it. Oh, sometimes I'm that person. Right? Okay, well, then there's the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords is like, you're looking at the battle from a different perspective. You're looking at your inner battles. And you're like, oh my God, I'm fighting myself. I'm creating the situation. I can be the change. I can be the change that I see within. that I see I need to accomplish within, right? And you're seeing everybody else and they're kind of tired and they're worn out, and you see your 2 swords and you see the 3rd one in your hand that you've kind of put down on the floor, and you're like, wait a second, we don't need to be looking at it this way. We can look at it another way. Or you're trying really hard to make it look some way, but really it's a different way. You're trying really hard to look at it in a negative light, or to make the situation look negative. Those 2 came out. Got the Ace of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Dang. Alright. This is pretty great. Right? Wands, air sign, spirit realm. Maybe you are, you've asked for guidance for those above, and you're finally able to see the big picture. You're able to see the big picture and how you got to get there, and you're able to see it from a different perspective. Yeah, this to me again feels like you are manifesting what you're seeing in your head, and you're choosing to focus on the positive. This feels like choosing to focus on the positive for sure. Yeah, Ace of Wands for sure. And you're not just relying on the physical in front of you. You're also relying on what you want it to be. You're relying on powers that be. The powers that be. This is beautiful, Pisces. Proud, very proud. Very proud. Okay. Any closing messages for Pisces? Pisces. Okay. First card I see is the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. Maybe, you're holding the prize. You're holding the prize in your hand. 4 of Pentacles. You're still looking for that stability. You're still looking for the stability that you can even find within, right? The stability you can find within. Oh my God, Wands. Oh my God. I think Wands are fire. Wands represents the fire. The action, the movement. Anywho. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's what you're still holding on to. Still holding on to. King of Swords in reverse and 3 of Pentacles upright. Yeah, it almost feels like in order to fully trust in the universe, though, all the time, is what I've been noticing for a lot of different signs, this back and forth, right? And it's like, in order to trust in the universe all the time, you're going to have to kind of let down your sword. You're going to have to let down your guard a little bit, put that sword down, and have some faith, right? Don't knock all of the signs that are in front of you. Don't knock them down. You don't be like, well, it doesn't count. It's not really spirit if I didn't ask for spirit to show up for me. No, that's not how that works. Spirit is always around. At all given times. Well, that's really nice. Okay, ending messages for Pisces. Ending messages. Last 2 cards is Knight of Pentacles and High Priestess. Wow. Alright, this looks like you're taking that 4 of Pentacles that you have like many of, right? He has 2 on the bottom of his feet, 1 in his arms, and 1 on top of his head. This could even be representing the chakras, Maybe you feel like you've activated your groundedness chakras. You've invested, That's what it really feels like. You're investing in certain chakras. You invested in your groundedness chakras. You've been going out in nature more, allowing yourself to feel the sand, feel the dirt, get the stickers, get those goat heads on your feet. Then you're holding another pentacle into your heart space chakra. You're like, this is what I'm healing right now. And then there's one on top of your crown chakra. And you're like, I've also invested in that. My research, my knowledge, and everything like that. And then we have here Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. And this looks like you're giving one to a High Priestess. You're giving one of these methods of like healing, methods of chakra rotation, correction, rotation. You know how they say sometimes they could spin the wrong direction. So it seems like you're kind of helping other people with that knowledge of how to spin their chakras in the right direction, get them on the right spin cycle, right? And specifically a High Priestess. Maybe someone you hold on a high pedestal. You know, you can be the High Priestess. You know, it could be like you have all these guards. Like sometimes you're protected, you're guarded, you're giving your knowledge away while still maintaining protected. You know, you're still guarding yourself because you realize that if you give too much away, if you give too much of yourself away, it depletes yourself. But you're still giving away a lot of knowledge in a very respectable way. And then that makes you that's how you realize that you can be the High Priestess when you, to those around you who deserve that High Priestesshood too, and who can respect and help maintain that High Priestesshood, who add to that High Priestesshood. You know? So that feels like, yeah, very wonderful. All right. Keep that up. And I think that's a very wise thing for Pisces to do, right? Is to give that knowledge away, but also to know how much you're giving away, you know? I think that's a really respectable thing, because it's still inspiring. You're still completely inspiring. You can still see his face, so he's still being vulnerable. Or she, this can, of course, can pertain to anyone, you know? She's still being vulnerable. She's still showing her eyes, which always show, like, you know, kind, or if there's fear, or if there's pain, or stuff like that. She's still showing that. And then, this also allows her to be seen as the High Priestess. Very respectable. And she's still cloaked as a High Priestess. You know, just because she has stepped into her power doesn't mean she's just out there, you know, naked and afraid. Alright, we don't need to do any more of this. That was nice. That was really nice. Let's do some Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. Okay, this is for everyone involved, not just the smokers out there. Holla. Should we use that one? Let's just see what it is. Transcend universal oneness fell on the ground. Well, I'm not going to read that one, but it's an infinity symbol, which is cool. And it's going through a skull. And this could be, I was thinking a lot about doctors within this reading. And this could also be, you know, if you're in that role a lot, you know, where you're giving information, but you're also protecting yourself at the same time because you're also helping people with life or death situations, you can see the cycles of life and death pretty often, depending on what you're doing. And so maybe that's having like a universal oneness of seeing what life can really entail, and hopefully that allows you to transcend. Okay, let's read another one, though. I'm getting called to read another one, because that one fell on the floor, so maybe that's just telling yourself to keep your head up, you know, for any of you guys out there that have to deal with life or death situations on a daily basis. Like, don't blame yourself for everything. You know you're doing the best you can. doing the best you can. Should we do the duck, duck, duck? Oh, this one also came out. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. This one is Cloud Meditation. Look up. I've been seeing this card a lot today, so it's about time I read it. Cloud Meditation. Look up. Yes, again, it's like saying what I was saying. Keep your head up, right? Cloud meditation, cloud meditation. I don't see it. Is it look up? Or no? Look at this. 65. Okay, it says look up. I am strong and healthy thanks to physical movement. Your judgment is getting clouded by greed and overindulgent. Ooh, we had pulled the Judgment and Devil card earlier. Judgment in reverse. The cloud meditation asks you to find the deep inner child who used to find shapes in the clouds and nourish them. Spend time looking up at the sky. Take in the wealth that is available to pour down on the crops you've planted, and grow the seeds of abundance. Wealth is not only material. It is love, compassion, freedom, and joy that bring alignment and flow. When the cloud meditation comes to you, you are asked to let go and believe the winds will carry your seeds of hope to favorable ground. Success is on the horizon. Take time to stare at the clouds and let yourself receive. Go outside, lay down, and look up at the sky for at least 11 minutes in a space where you can focus undisturbed. Notice how it changes and what emotions, thoughts, and downloads arise for you. Don't rush to journal your thoughts. Simply let them drift by like clouds. Crystal pairing, chalcopyrite. Chalcopyrite. Okay. Well, that's beautiful. Yeah, I think I like how it says don't feel like always rushed to write down all your downloads, or whatever thoughts are there. If any of you Pisces are going through, I don't know, feelings of self-guilt, judgment towards yourself, just let those drift by like clouds. You don't necessarily have to document it. I know for me, I'm really good at documenting like everything wrong. I'm like, no, I thought this, I thought that, I thought this, I thought that, no, right? And then I have to be like, oh, I can let that go. That was just a cloud. Like, that's not what I pray and worship, that thought. I don't pray and worship that thought. That was a cloud. Alright, let's do some Pokemon collection storybook oracle. Okay? This is my son's book. And when I was reading it to him after a while, started to remind me of oracle deck. So we're going to use it as that. Okay, Pisces, what is your Pokemon or Pokeplace? Oh, Togepi. The teeny tiny Togepi stores up happiness from other beings in its shell. This fairy type Pokemon gets its energy from positive emotions. Many other Johto Pokemon stand at human height or taller, like the electric type Ampharos, which is 4'7", and was used long ago to send signals over great distances due to the bright light it radiates from its tail. That's really sweet. It gets its energy from positive emotions. Wow. Okay. Keep it up.